Disclaimer, not all of the stuff we say will apply to every couple, so it's your choice to follow what we say or not. We're not forcing anybody.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another Marriage Monday, where we spend Mondays talking about marriage. My name's Amir.
My name is Kamara.
So, talk is cheap.
But is marriage expensive?
Maybe, maybe not.
Let's find out. But wait. Hey, don't forget to comment.
Like.
And subscribe. Everybody wants to know, is marriage expensive? It all depends on your standard of living. Like, if you have an expensive taste, of course your married life is going to be expensive.
If you have a less expensive taste,
it'll be less expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of one of those debates being like materialistic versus, the simple things in life. Because simple things are not free, but they're close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
They're close to it. Let's talk about the first thing that can affect your pockets and wallets.
The first thing that can affect you is the dowry and walima. We all want, well, women, you all want what you want, but it can place a burden on your spouse.
And your first year of marriage.
Right. So if
especially
you wanna,
if it puts you in debt.
I'm glad I wasn't in debt. But some men are placed in debt, and because of their dowries or their walimas, and it can be strenuous on them and their families. So if you want to alleviate those types of stress, make sure that you're asking for what you want, but be reasonable with what your spouse can actually afford.
Yeah, don't be going like way over if you can't afford it. I think it's more of a cultural practice where it's like you have to have the big walima and invite everybody and have a huge lamb on your table and some camels and stuff. But it's like
nobody's eating camels.
Not here, but other places.
Man.
Other places they probably are. Probably.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, probably.
Possibly.
Most likely. Some people are eating camel.
Most likely.
Someone is eating a camel during wedding.
They would. Oh my God.
Anyway.
Then, yeah.
Dang it, I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
We were talking about the walima.
Oh, yeah. If you can't really afford a huge walima, then don't get a huge walima. Like, forget what the culture says. Forget what the people are talking about in the community. They're not going to be with you your first year of marriage, It's going to be you, your husband, and the money you guys got. And if you spent it all on the walima, then that's enter the struggle mode.
Yeah, that's sad, man. You could have used that money to go somewhere. Like, there's so many great things that you can use money with. And only coming there for the food anyways. It doesn't matter what your dress looks like.
What the centerpieces look like.
Who's coming. If you have bad food, they don't care about nothing.
Yeah, that's what everyone remembers.
They're like, man, there was some good food there. Like,
that's it.
Yeah. They might not even remember you.
What is considered stable? Talking about stability.
Yeah. Some of us are what I would call independent, which means that we're living on our own. We can fully pay our rent, our bills. We buy our own food. For those individuals, if you're just entering another person into your life, your expenses don't really change that much.
Because it's like you're doing that anyway.
Right. You're already doing X, Y, and Z. When you bring in your spouse, it might increase a little bit, but I don't have concrete numbers, but the only thing that went up was my food expenses.
That's because you really like food. That's you though.
Food. No, everything's gonna go up.
Yeah, everything's gonna go up, but
it's not gonna be a drastic change. Like, your electric bill might go up, your water bill is gonna go up, your sewer bill is gonna go up, your internet usage is gonna go up.
It's gonna go the same.
No,
unless
you use more data. Depending on your plan,
depending on your plan. Yeah, depending on your plan.
Then you got your cell phone, right? Your cell phone, you'll probably add your wife because you're supposed to pay for food, clothing, and shelter. And your phone's basically your shelter now.
Phone is a necessity.
Yeah, it's
a necessity.
It's a necessity. So guys, you'll probably have to add your wife on your plan, or if you want the best advice, tell her to keep her on her family's plan.
Unless you're like my family. They're like, no, you need to get on everything of your husband's.
Yeah.
I'm taking you off insurance.
Yeah, and then there's car insurance, right? Yeah, insurance. Actually, insurance might put your
Insurance
wallet
will go
up.
up.
Yeah, insurance will go up.
Car insurance, medical insurance.
Medical goes up.
I mean,
actually,
so things go up.
Things do go up. It can get expensive, but one, not everyone has medical. It's a fact. You know, car insurance. Not everyone has car insurance.
No one has a car.
Right? And you'll have to work that out. But things can add up.
Things can add up. Yeah. I don't know why am I echoing you? I don't know. But things can add up, but at the same time, it's like what we mentioned earlier, like your standard of living. So you just have to choose wisely what you get. But that's for a different topic.
Right. I mean, now moving on to if you're a dependent. So for individuals who are dependent, and for especially younger people like ourselves, if you have a roommate, if you're living with mom, if you're living with your brothers and sisters, you're not independent, right? They're paying half of your bills or all of your bills, right? You don't know what it's like to pay bills. You don't know what it's like to have to pay for all your food. You're a dependent. So when you get
on their stuff to help you survive.
When you get married, you have to think your expenses are going to really change. You know, if you're going to try and move into your own place, can you really?
But let's talk about what really affects.
Let's talk about what really affects.
Really affects.
What really
your wallet.
affects your wallet.
Children do affect your wallet.
Children are
don't even
in
say
a marriage. I'm going to say it. Children are the greatest burden.
Oh my gosh.
They are a blessing, but they will take money from your wallet immediately.
He says it in such I don't like the words he uses when he talks about children.
Man, I love children. I have a large family, but coming from a large family, I recognize that having children is very expensive. It's not cheap. I don't care what anyone says.
I mean, there's definitely ways to save money when you have children, but children, they need stuff.
All right, they need food, they need clothing, right? You want to put them in good education programs. If you don't want them eating GMO foods and you're dependent, good luck with that.
Oh yeah, you can't be dependent and get like organic apples.
Yeah.
Organic apples are too expensive.
Yeah. Good luck.
That's what we're talking about, standard of living. Like,
luckily in the United States, we have a lot of programs like WIC and
like food stamps,
government assistance programs that will help you out. But if you don't fall into that category, because
there's like a bracket thing.
Yeah, there's a bracket, and once you might be a little bit, maybe $1,000 more than that bracket. Doesn't matter. You're out of it. So you're out of luck.
Dang,
man. I don't want to
scare people.
I don't want to scare people about children. I love children, and the idea of having a child is exciting, but it's also.
Well, I think we need to clarify. Like, we're not having a child right now.
Oh yeah, we're not having a child right now.
The idea of having a child is exciting. Like, oh my gosh, hybrids!
Yeah.
They're having a little baby.
Actually, that's probably one of the reasons why we decided not to have children early on, because
we had to wait.
Yeah, we need to wait to figure everything out. Figure out what we want to do with life. When you're young, there's so much you can do, and a child will ground you. It's not good for children.
This is becoming a whole different topic.
Oh yeah.
This is your topic is 10 reasons why you should not have a child.
Man, I'm killing it right now. All right, we're done talking about kids.
Okay, so let's continue on with if your financial stability or instability should be a reason why you don't get married. What do you think?
I think that I think it shouldn't be a reason why you don't get married.
Really?
No.
I mean, if you think that, I just feel like if you can pay for if you have a place for you and your spouse to live, and you're able to provide like food and shelter and clothing, then go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have nowhere to go, because you know for sure your parents are not going to let you be married and live in their house, it's like,
yeah, I mean, a financial situation is for every individual is so different, right? So you might be stable at one point in your life, and then 2 or 3 weeks down the line, you lose your job and you're out of luck, right? So you can't.
True.
So you can't say that, just because you're unstable now, like maybe that person had a stable job, right? Maybe they have the ability to have stability, right? There are families who have fathers who are working 2 jobs to make ends meet. There are families in which the mother and the father are working, right? Although it is the husband's responsibility to support food, clothing, and shelter in Islam, we all know that if you ask most of the sisters, they're working, right? It's very interesting,
It's because that's what we want to do. We want to work.
All right, there are women who want to work, but there are also women that have to work to support their families or to help their families.
Oh yeah, that
right?
is a difference.
In Islam, you don't want it to be that way, but in the systems in which we live, right, it's very difficult for you to support a family on one income unless that income is very high.
Yeah, especially out here in the Bay Area, there's like no way you could support a family on like a single income.
All right, may Allah make it easy for all of us in our situations, and then may He allow the men to increase their wealth so that they can support our women and their ambitious needs. I
feel like that was kind of like a little bit of shade. Like, what do you mean?
A little,
yeah.
I mean,
like you're throwing shade.
I'm not throwing shade. My facial expression says it all.
I know. Okay.
That's all that I need to say.
So, in summary, your standard of living decides your wallet size.
All right, we're not going to say that.
Why?
The standard of living.
Your standard of living, the standard you have for living, decides how big your wallet is, how much money you're going to have in your pocket. If you're talking about, oh no, I must have a Gucci belt, your pocket's going to get smaller. Your wallet is going to thin. But if you're talking about, you know what, let me go to Ross and get a $2 belt. Bam, you just saved hella money. Your pocket, your wallet is big.
All right, I'm going to try my own summary. In summary, you should... In summary... I'm
putting it in there.
Put it in there. But we'll see. Okay. We'll see which one sticks. All right. In summary, we want to know our expenses beforehand and then be able to understand how our expenses will change once we get married.
Ooh, wait. Do that one thing. Clan. Okay, I'm trying to say something. You know that thing that you got? A little black binder? With all your expenses things in there?
You talking about my budget?
Yeah. Get a budget.
And if we're able to accept that, then marriage is easy.
See, that was so complicated. So many words you used.
Babe, you talked for like 2 minutes.
Babe, this whole video is you talking.
Yeah, that's because I'm the one that's because the money comes out of my pocket.
That's true.
Money just falls out of my pocket. Like when I walk away, that's money right there.
It comes back down. So, we have a new email address to share with you guys. It's going to be in the description, and it's also going to be in our page.
Or right here.
Ah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do it again.
Yeah.
Ah. Anyway, so if you are too shy to comment something on YouTube because you don't want to you don't want it to be public and you want us to respond, you could always send an email. Names will always be anonymous. No one will ever know. And this may allow us to make multiple videos in a week.
And don't forget, the email's ready.
When someone compliments you, you should thank them. A lot of people compliment
A lot of people say that you're beautiful.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. Thank them.
We want to thank everybody for the comments and the compliments you give.
Yeah.
I have an interesting accent. Compliments. Where is that from? Compliments.
It's difficult for some Californians to speak English.
Okay, I've been to Chicago and Michigan, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Half the time, I didn't know what they were saying.
That's because we speak proper English.
Wow, you went there.
Oh, yeah.
We just want to thank everyone for all the support you give us for Marriage Mondays and all the comments. We do read them all. It's just time-wise and trying to respond to them, but we do read all of the comments and they do make us smile.
Right, really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And we'll do our best to keep creating great content for you.